Varsity Sports Bar and Grill. It is another special edition of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Carroll. Let's go ahead and get that open right there. And Rob Herking, I am reading right now the not the deposition, but the indictment brought against your good friend Hunter Biden.
Just allegations, Dan. Don't criticize me because I'm a Dem now. I handicap my R status.
But this guy lived a lifestyle that a rock star would be envious of. I mean, you talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, man. This dude had it going on.
We've seen the pictures and got us banned from social media sites for a while.
Yeah, except
reproducing those pictures like he was trying to do with the strippers and blow.
Except for the underage stuff. I mean, I say, more power to you.
I agree.
I agree. You could do.
Lives a life that only a Carol can live. How about them apples, Dan?
I don't know.
I'm glad to be with you.
Never lived that sort of lifestyle.
On this Friday, I have brought Pepe's relative Pedro back. The mustache is here. I got some shit today for the mustache being present, but anytime there's shit, it's always a good time. And we're joined by one Jason Kiefer, who are you working on a world record with Guinness on the most days off?
I'm trying.
Okay, it seems
I'm doing everything in my power.
Seems like it. I mean, the only one that works less is Carol.
I'm back next Thursday. So
bullshit. I worked every day this week.
Cool your jets. I'm there Thursday. I'm there Sunday, and then I'm off until January 4th. So,
God,
after
that grueling schedule, you need a little time off.
That's right.
We've got
17, a lot of work. Somebody's got to do it though.
17 more days till Christmas. So you know what that means? That means we got a lot of shopping to do. And if you're looking for a gift, Engraved in USA, our friends, they have been in business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee and customer items, brewery drinkware, which is pretty cool stuff if you go to their website, through our website, of course, golf outing accessories, promotional and recognition items. If you're a smaller global company or an individual, we have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. And I have done some shopping there recently.
I put the I put the website up, so go to it, buy something.
I had
multiple things.
I had a design idea that I sent to our friend Rich at Engraved in USA by calling him at 513-682-2557, and hopefully we can see that materialize and get it up there on the billboard.
That'll be fantastic.
Is this what you were talking about yesterday? Probably.
Fukumas. Yes. Fukumas. It's Japanese for don't worry. It's kind of like Hakuna Matata. So it's sweeping.
You've been studying Japanese?
Yes, it's sweeping the nation. It's sweeping the nation.
Can you count to 5 in Japanese?
I can say Fukumas because nobody cares. I don't need to count to 5. I just hand them the money in Japanese, whatever currency it is, and they give me back.
They call that yen.
I thought that was Chinese.
No, that's Japanese money is called yen.
He's so world traveled. I love it.
I'm just saying. I spent 3 years in Okinawa, Japan, so I know just a tiny bit about it.
How do you not know what Fukumas means? See, it's a fun word to say if you give it a go.
Sure, it is.
God, I heard it probably 800 times yesterday.
It means don't worry. It's sweeping the Asian world right now with all the shit going on over there now.
I will need facts. I will need you. We need Tiffany. We need Tiffany back to fact check.
What on Fukumas?
The translation of that.
So stay tuned. We're gonna have some good merch coming, hopefully. So,
I love it.
And I can't say the other shit we were talking about yesterday.
No, you probably should.
No, I'm not going to.
I might get a shadow ban.
Yeah,
even as little as followers we have, we might still get shadow ban.
It devolved. Anybody else have anything? Because I'm going to jump into something real quick.
Well, I'm surprised they even let this one go out in the fact that I put Hunter in the title. I'm surprised we didn't.
Well, it's all over the internet today.
It is deer season.
Well, YouTube will throttle you.
It can't be helped.
YouTube will throttle you because they don't want you to talk about certain things. But we push the envelope.
They don't want you to talk about Fukumas.
And yeah, Falk, you're right. She said, ask Tansy about it. They're getting throttled down big time.
Are they really?
Yeah. It's bullshit.
Well, what do they talk about that's
Well, because
that makes them an enemy of the state?
because it leans more conservative, and the libs don't want that shit out.
Why? Why do you got to judge our people?
Let
I
our people go.
I know. I just remembered that I'm a Dem, so get off our asses. Hey, big news coming out of Hollywood. Kevin Costner and Jewel are cozying up lately. That is a hell of an age difference on that.
Are you kidding me?
No, there
Is that real?
there was an article that those two were kind of cozy. I like it. I'd get cozy with Jewel anytime.
No, that's like fucking your grandfather.
Whoa,
I mean, she's a good singer and all, but
I like her.
I
my
have not
type.
seen that.
I think she is hot as shit.
Really?
Yes. Jewel is very attractive, and there was a report that came out that Jewel and Kevin Costner.
Can you find a recent picture of Jewel?
Well, I
Can we
think
put that up?
You have
there?
a computer in front of you.
thank
I
you,
know, but I'm
Jason. I was
looking
just going to
something
say
else
that.
And I have one too.
That's like our boy Ricky over here.
I'm looking something else up.
Well, you look away, Dan. Yeah, that's pretty hot though. Good for you, Kevin. And you're robbing that hood on Jewel, baby. I love it. I will always love you.
Oh yeah,
I do love Jewel, man.
I see the story.
And I love the fact that she did not fix her tooth when she got famous. Keep that little thing going.
She didn't give a shit.
I think that makes her even more attractive.
Now it's funny because with this, pulling this picture up, she almost looks like she's fucking fake. Stand by. I'm pulling it up.
Does she?
Between 2016 and 2019, Hunter Biden spent $872,000 on whores, porn, and sex clubs.
Dude, we're talking.
Look at that guy go. Look. She looks fake. She looks like one of those Japanese sex dolls.
that Instagram post of her
Oh my-
is phenomenal. Absence of fear, and she's got. Oh my god.
Is that
How
what
old
you want
is-
to? Is that what you want to be called, referred to as a Japanese sex doll?
That's what she
Fukama.
Slightly more lifelike.
That's what she looks like.
How old is Jewel?
Uh,
I don't know either.
I
But
don't know. Kevin Costner dumped. He dumped his wife. I mean, I think they were like high school sweethearts or something, married for a long time, and then he said, "See you later."
okay,
Not a big fan of that.
all right. Well, good for you, Dan.
Just saying.
But I'm very excited, and I am waiting for the invite to do the wedding for them.
you are ordained.
And I am 4 for 4. Each of the 4 that I married are still married. And I won the over/under on the first one. That was awesome.
Jewel is 49.
Oh shit, she's my age. How old's Kevin? Kevin's got to be 70 something, right? I don't know. I would
68.
No, that's not bad. I like it.
It's not terrible. I mean,
No.
it's not a terrible age gap, but it's still kind of gross.
Not really.
Do you think she has to change his diapers?
At 68, I don't know. Dan, do you wear diapers?
I'm not 68, so
Not anymore,
I
but
knew
at,
that was
but
coming.
not anymore. But at 68, did you have to wear diapers? Is that
no.
when you
What do you
started?
mean not anymore? I haven't even crossed that barrier yet.
That's why you wear diapers, so it doesn't cross.
Not
your
even
fucking
close
pant
to it. Not
barrier.
even. I'm not nowhere close to 68.
Not
even in the same ballpark.
I like it. Bring it on, baby. Let's rock and roll that shit. I just want to point out real quick that we're gonna find out tomorrow night very easily if the NFL and the gambling websites, FanDuel, DraftKings, Barstool, etc., are all rigged. Because
How are you going to find that out?
well, we're gonna find out who the Heisman Trophy winner is, and if it's the kid from LSU.
It's going to be complete bullshit.
That's what Seg told me earlier today, that he thinks that guy's the favorite.
Oh wow, Seg, he is the favorite. Good job. Great scoop job there, buddy. Here's the
Just
deal.
saying. That's what he told me.
Well, here's the deal on that, Dan. Harrison, all the others, Knicks, etc. They were the highest odds. This kid has lost 3 games. He's got good numbers. Don't get me wrong, but normally when you have a Heisman Trophy winner,
You got to win some games.
you got to be playing for a national title or a big bowl.
That
LSU has lost 3. If this kid wins, it is only because DraftKings, FanDuel, Barstool, and all the other betting mediums are going to take a bath if Marvin Harrison or any other higher odd players win that Heisman Trophy.
Well, let me see. What you got? Marvin Harrison. You got the quarterback from Washington, right?
Yep.
The quarterback
That's a
from
fun word to say, Phoenix.
the quarterback from Oregon,
Yeah, Knicks.
and then the guy from LSU.
Yeah, you got somebody else. No,
There's somebody else.
there was 2 other players.
Finalist?
Somebody from Georgia. I can't remember. They were in there. But here's the deal. There's going to be a blowout in varsity tomorrow night if Harrison wins, because I've got about $40, $30 to $40 on him. And if Harrison wins the trophy, I win $4,500. And
How's that?
Because I placed some bets before they canceled the fucking betting.
That was a good bet. I mean, for
What, like a long time ago you bet it or what?
Like 2 weeks ago, and then they canceled it the following week.
Wasn't he already the favorite 2 weeks ago?
No,
He wasn't?
It was the Oregon kid, I believe.
But that's the fucked up thing, though, is because betting started happening, and then they take that prop bet out of question. I'm glad you got it in before. See what it did. Glad you got it in before they took it down.
It felt so good to get it in.
So you're saying if Harrison wins, then come up to the varsity and Rob is buying.
Oh, I'm going to drop 500 on a bar tab up here.
Well, that's
outside of his own. Outside of his own.
That's a Wednesday afternoon for you.
Yeah, that's nice, Dan. And I got you up here drinking. Although you bring a flask.
When's the last time I drank on your bar tab? Never.
Well, yeah, because you've been
what?
staying to my way of thinking thousands of
I can
times
say it all
on
I
this
want.
podcast, and the rule is you have to pick up our tab. So we've been picking up our.
I never
tab, so it
signed
should have
off.
been your tab.
Show me where I signed off on that rule.
Yeah, we'll go back to the very
It
beginning.
was a rule, Dan.
Oh, for God's sake!
Back in the very beginning, in the annals.
Didn't we say?
Can we get to the triggering and offensive part of the?
What is it?
Podcast?
2/3 majority. 2/3. Yep, 2/3. It counts, Dan. Go ahead, Dan. I know you got something important to talk about, groomers or whatnot.
No, well, before we get to the video, I just wanted to say you were talking about Christmas presents earlier, and I know Jason, you still have the Christmas present I gave you last year.
I use it every day in the shower.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That was part of it.
Jesus.
The other part was that bottle of wild turkey.
Oh yeah. I
Which
still
is
have
still
it.
intact in that bag right over
Still
there.
intact in that bag.
He drinks a wild turkey.
The little radio.
About what he does in the shower.
The little radio you gave me.
I know about the radio.
I listen to that every day,
and it still works after all this time.
Still works.
Mine
That's
crapped
amazing.
out, man. Like 2 days later.
You got to put batteries in it. I
I
think.
did.
No, you just got to charge it.
Quit working.
Speaking of charging,
Oh, it charges. That's right.
speaking of charging, we got to charge walkie talkies before Christmas.
Yes. So we can have our pillow talk. Right, Dan?
We've
Are
got
we going to talk about the other thing?
Talk about it, fine.
Which
no,
which
we'll talk
thing? You said video.
Okay,
which,
let's
which
get to
one?
the video.
Which one?
There's a video we tried to play last time
Oh, okay.
on the podcast. For whatever reason, I sent it to Jason, and it wouldn't come up on the internet. So I saw it again, and I sent it to him again.
The internet.
And this is an illustration of the song that we played a couple of weeks ago called "Gaze for Palestine," which Rob was
Butt sex on my mind.
Rob was singing. He came into that. And as we get to this, notice the guy who's at the bottom under the awning, walking around, and watch what he does at the very end of the video. I don't know if you noticed this.
I didn't, but he's walking around like he doesn't give a shit.
So, this is what happens to our homosexual friends in the Muslim world if they're found to be homosexual.
Oh, snap. Your discretion advised.
Yeah, a little Allah Akbar going on there.
That's a peaceful religion.
See the dude walking around?
I'd be afraid I get hit.
But he's not there. It's not.
That's a very peaceful religion.
I'm telling you, here comes number 3.
I don't trust that awning, man.
Number 3. And now we got one more coming out.
Fukamas.
Now watch at the very end of the video, the guy on the ground. Watch what he does.
Which one? There's 3.
So he walks up and extends the arm.
God damn, we should have
So
done
it looks like he's got a gun in his hand.
They cut
He's
off
finishing
there.
them off, but they're not dead yet.
Fukamas.
It's going to dispatch them to go meet Allah, or I don't know whoever they meet. If you're
Raiders said it's raining men.
Jesus.
I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible.
It is.
But when you look at that shit and these people are
Yeah.
fucking happy about it,
Yep.
I think it's absolutely fucking repulsive.
Well, I mean, all these numbnut college kids,
All
who
you
are out
Ivy
there-
Leaguers, go over there.
who are out there marching around talking about how they support Palestine and they got their gay pride flags and all the rest of it. That's what they do to you. And I don't know what country that is from, but that's what they do to you.
What is the Muslim saying? Suck one dick and you're gay, or is it suck one dick and you're dead? I can't remember. Oh, the American one, suck one dick and you're gay, or something like
No,
that.
I got the American one is
They're a cocksucker for life,
You
right?
suck.
Yes.
yes, you could build 1 million bridges in your lifetime. You suck one dick, you're not known as a bridge
Yep.
builder, you're known as a cocksucker.
And in that road, you're dead.
Yeah, you're going for a little
God
loop de
love
loop.
them.
off the fucking railing of a building.
By all means,
I'm glad you were able to find it because we talked about it.
Let's go to Penn. Let's go
They
to
say
Harvard.
it's not the fall that
Yale,
kills you.
Berkeley. Let's go to all those places, and I
they're
really
all-
want to support them.
They're all fucked right now.
Support the Muslim
People, $1 million donors pulling all their money out of these
Fukumas.
schools and shit.
Well, they should. That's the only thing that matters to these people.
It's just gross. I mean, that's just gross that people have to act that way. I don't get it.
It's raining men.
That was good. I like it.
That is some shit show, man. Do you want to? Jesus Christ, we should have warned some people on that one.
David J said the sudden stop kills you, not gravity.
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to finish the saying. That's why I teed it up for you. I tried to get you to finish that. Sudden stop.
Can you imagine whistling or singing that song, walking down a street in Iraq?
What, Gay for Palestine?
Yeah, but sex on my mind.
Alex Stein 99. Pip on a blip.
God.
He says 10 stories high. That wasn't a 10-story high building, but it was high enough to get the job done.
Now, do you have the picture of the kid, Keith?
What you sent me?
Yes,
I do.
So, an article that occurred last month, I believe, or it was last week.
It was roughly 2 weeks.
Yeah. November 27th, Deadspin published an opinion piece criticizing the NFL for allowing a young fan to attend a Kansas City Chiefs game against the Vegas Raiders on November 25th or 6th. My glasses suck. He was wearing a Native American headdress and, based on the photograph, appeared to have what's called blackface. He had half his face painted red, half his face painted black for the Chiefs. The article drew a shit ton of attention. Now, the best thing is this kid's family, they wouldn't retract that article. They even doubled down and said that the fan, hated black people and Native Americans. So he's there rooting for his team. I guess if I go with an orange face to the Bengals game, I hate fucking Tigers. Right. Peter's going to be up my ass. So his parents had to hire an attorney to request a retraction, and they finally did after some wrangling with them.
And that was Deadspin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I read a different article than this one, but to your point.
I mean, it's the kid's obviously a headdress. All right, do your little cultural woke bullshit with the headdress thing. Apparently, Kansas City outlawed headdress or banned headdresses over there for the games.
And for the games, the way I understood that, and I'm not trying to hijack it, the way I understood that, because John and I talked about this as well, but I think they banned the headdresses in the stadium because it was blocking people's view.
Oh, it's like an umbrella too.
But you're not supposed to wear a headdress unless it's for ceremonial things. So he was wrong for doing that.
Well, this was a game in Las Vegas when they played the Raiders.
Yeah, but they're playing the Chiefs.
I know, but the game was not in Kansas City. It was in Las Vegas.
Clearly, the kid is not going blackface. It is
that was that was the big part.
So what if that instead of black he had yellow for the other color on the Chiefs uniform? Would that be yellow face against Asians or something?
I was gonna say he hates Asians.
Is it Asians or is it people with liver failure? I don't know.
He hates jaundice people.
Jeez, he hates people on dialysis.
Yeah, the way they retracted that story too, it was they ended up taking his picture off, putting a picture of Roger Goodell, and saying that the rules need to be clear across the board. But the backtracking was absolute shit.
And I'm trying to remember. They were saying the NFL is inherently racist. The vast majority of the players are minorities and make a whopping millions that nobody will see in a lifetime of working their job. I'm trying to figure out where the racist angle goes.
Yeah, I mean, they put it in the end zone, end racism.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't understand that angle at all, and they're free spinning, try to make their bullshit paper.
It harkens back to the kid from Covington that was in the face of the Indian guy banging on the steps of the Capitol or wherever it was over in Washington, and CNN, I believe, a bunch of outlets covered the story. And he sued the shit out of him. I hope this kid's family set up a big ass college fund for this kid.
I'd like to find out how much money that kid got.
He settled with one.
I think the Washington Post settlement was in the 100 million range.
It was high.
And then CNN, MSNBC, I think they reached agreements with them.
At that point, I'll dress up however the fuck I want, and I'll fucking do what I want.
Yeah,
for that kind of money.
Nick Salmon doesn't have to work another day in his life if he doesn't want to.
Let me just carve all 5,000 for you guys. Here you go away.
Roller 513 said he will allow it. He will allow him wearing blackface. He's fine with it.
Thank you,
Roller. That's why we love you. See, we're all inclusive here.
He's a spokesman. I forgot about that.
Well, the kid is
A union steward.
the kid has a Native American heritage.
Yes,
too.
he's part of a tribe.
Yeah.
So it's like, how is he being a fucking asshole? And he's fucking 9.
Yeah.
And now you plaster his stuff all over social media, the internet, and now his family, again, having to hire an attorney and explaining to their friends or just all the extra stuff that comes with that. It's ridiculous.
And I could get it if the kid went full black.
Do the Chiefs play at home this weekend? I think there's going to be a bunch of people going to the Chiefs game who are going to paint their face just like this kid did and show solidarity with the kid.
I hope they do.
I hope they do too.
I hate the Chiefs, but I hope their fans do.
And
that.
right in the face of that clown writer who wrote that piece over at
I think she should issue an apology to that
over
kid at a stadium where the kid
whatever
is
the name
at
of that brag
halftime.
website is he works at.
Deadspin.
Deadspin, that's it.
At halftime, she should be out there apologizing.
They should let him flip the fucking coin.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool. With the headdress on and the face paint and everything else.
I want the chick to be there.
I'm
You call
But
her?
that's the way you need to deal with bullshit like that is just put it right back in their face, man.
Our counselor,
I mean, this is America.
our
for
counselor
God's
on
sake.
this panel will write a strongly worded email.
Yes. I'll get Anthony Cox to co-sign it. He brings a lot of weight.
It's all misproportioned, but he brings a lot of weight.
He gets the low parts of the letter.
He's got fat fingers, smell like cabbage.
Oh my God.
The hell does that mean?
I have no idea.
Carnies. It's from Austin Powers.
Oh, okay.
Carney folk
That's another movie.
have unusually small hands, smell like cabbage.
You know what? I haven't watched a lot of the same movies you guys.
No,
have
you
watched.
don't watch apparently shit. You've
watched
never
a-
seen
I-
Blues Brothers. I just found that out today.
I know,
I thought I
well-
fucking knew you.
Our buddy Jim Serger was here, and I was
Oh yeah, we got a book.
talking about that.
Dan's got it. He'll hit through page 1 by the time we interview Jim and the guys from the book. That's January 19th.
Well, it's a good book. It's called Jump,
January 19th.
and where he's going to be here to talk about it. It's about it's a memoir about the 40th anniversary of attending the 1984 Van Halen concert.
And that's, I think,
So that's pretty cool.
that's his eighth book.
Guy's written a lot of
if I
books.
believe so. But yeah, we're gonna have a good event up here, a live event. We'll live stream it. But everybody, I'll send you a link to the book. Check it out.
Yeah, we got ours.
Support our friend.
I'm going to try to fire through mine tonight, I think.
That won't happen.
I would tell you, though, speaking of movies, real quick to reverse, I watched a movie the other day, Reptile, with Justin Timberlake, Alicia Silverstone, and Benicio del Toro on Netflix. It was
I've seen it.
Reptile.
Yes,
It was good. I mean, it wasn't the best. It's not going to win an Academy Award. I hope not. But it was one of those where it was entertaining and you wanted to see the ass end. It was a little longer than it needed to be, but I wanted to see how they wrapped it up. I still don't get the prosthetic shit at the end with his wife
I haven't seen it. Don't give anything away. I'm
doing
gonna
a
watch
hand.
it.
I don't get it. But
I don't get the reptile reference either.
Because if Dan has watched that, now I have to
don't get
watch
it
it.
either. Now that you mentioned it, I just thought it was
I couldn't figure out why the movie was called. The title was called Reptile. I
Were they,
didn't get the
like,
reference.
chameleons or something. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Cisco and Ebert, you done over there?
Fukuma.
I'm just saying. I've seen that movie, and it
Dan, you want to
requires a little brain power.
hit our, hit, as you said, Rob's buddy,
Who?
old Mr. Hunter.
What about him?
The fact that he's not having a good weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh well, I was going to read from the
shit.
indictment, but I can read this.
You read whatever you want, buddy.
Reading hour.
Federal prosecutors claim between 2016 and 2019, Hunter Biden spent a breathtaking $872,000 on horrors, porn, and sex clubs.
I just love hearing you say that. Whores, porns, and sex clubs.
Kind of flows off his tongue
It
too
does.
easy, doesn't it?
It does.
Over the same 4 years, he withdrew. I'm reading from Breitbart News.
Like
and a
Monday
piece by,
morning, he has said, "What do you do this weekend?" Well, I had
piece by John
whores.
Nolte. His expenses for various women totaled $683,000.
Wow.
So, one of the expenses is expenses for women to pay various women, and then you have on top of that the adult entertainment expenses.
Well, I mean, at least it's itemized.
Wasn't that
He,
the women?
he itemized his expenses. I mean, good for him for that.
How is
Now,
the adult entertainment not the women?
how he didn't pay taxes on any of this shit
Well, he had enough money to blow almost $900,000 on getting laid. He didn't have enough money to pay taxes during that 4-year time span. And actually, it goes back earlier, but the statute of limitations ran out going back to 2014.
Priorities, buddy.
So he's facing 17 years on this.
He'll get pardoned.
Chances are he'll never see a day behind bars.
Most likely not.
No.
Still fun to talk about.
And now that we talked about it, we won't see a day on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or anything else.
In one instance, he dropped $11,500 for 2 nights with one hooker.
That's actually reasonable.
The fact that you know the price.
No, I mean, who was it? Heidi Fleiss? Wasn't she charging like $600-800?
Well, I mean, fuck, that was back like early
That's
80s.
true. Cost of living. Then we
And
got
John
supply
Nolte,
chain issues.
His dad made inflation go up.
Yeah, his dad caused the supply chain issues.
John Nolte, who's just a great writer, he writes this. He says, "You know what Hunter Biden is? A slave to his depravities."
Sounds like a jealous
I
man.
mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's depravities. He's just living his best life.
Carnal.
He says Hunter Biden.
You just got to pay taxes on that shit.
Hunter Biden is the silver spoon version of the loser, sitting in his efficiency apartment, glued to internet porn between Home Depot shifts.
Well, let's not cast stones there, sir. Let's not cast stones. And secondly, has anybody investigated the $11,000 stripper for 2 days? See if she paid taxes on that? Yeah, who are we going after here? That's horse shit.
I mean,
I'll be curious.
Going after him because he's a Democrat like me.
When we first started our socials, our social medias that Dan doesn't look at, but
yeah, he has no idea.
When we first started those, I posted a picture that had been verified of
it was from the Washington Post.
Hunter Biden in the bathtub with a fucking crack pipe,
mm-hmm.
and we got fucking banned for 30 days, even though it was a verified fucking picture.
Yep,
it's all verified.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if this gets taken down.
I hope it
does.
He also spent $397,000 on clothing and accessories.
You got to look good.
And Nolte writes, which is pretty impressive considering he never wore them.
Well, you got to look good when you're banging hookers and doing
he's bumping around with no clothes on the whole time.
And what the fuck is he bitching about, Nolte? People sitting in efficiency apartments jerking off to internet porn.
No, he's saying he is the silver spoon version of that.
Oh, so is that a bad thing?
Is that a great way to live your life?
That's what you want to do.
Well, if you're the president's son, it's probably not.
That's fine.
A career politician's son, it's going to be a bad look. No matter
I'll be
what.
in my room
because there are some people who live there who there are some guys who live there, and I guess there's some women too.
Fucking Joe's like, go to your room. He's like, okay.
I'll be in my room doing homo things, Mom. The painting was a gift, Todd. So let him jerk off, man. If he wants to sit in your room in an efficiency apartment up the street here, Cincinnati, Ohio.
The Beach Mom
jerk
Hotel.
off. Fugamas.
Oh shit.
What does that mean again?
It means don't worry. Yes, it's a worry-free philosophy.
It's gonna be all the craze on the shirts.
Hell yeah.
But Tucker Carlson has been interviewing Alex Jones, and I guess that's available on his X, his Twitter feed now. And Alex Jones is talking about how he's got sources in the White House who have confirmed to him that Joe Biden bumps around the White House in the middle of the night, stark naked.
Oh God!
No clue where he is. Saying he's all pumped up with amphetamines and shit.
I like it. What do you think his hog looks
I mean,
like?
if I have the ability to bump around the house naked, I do. So I'm not judging him on that. It's just not something that I would.
It's the White House. Would you do it at the White House?
Oh, fuck yeah!
If you could do it,
I'm not judging Joe for fucking going around in the buck.
I'll be honest, I'd probably do it too.
In the fact that you asked that question, I was getting ready to. Right. What kind of hog you think he's got?
Yeah, what kind of hog? Do you think Joe's pumping it down to his knee?
I don't know.
I know Hunter's got to pay for it. It's a lot, so it's probably not.
And
I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to think about it.
Is he a grower, not a shower?
I don't want to think about that at all.
What's the phrase I always use? Push on the belly button. It's like a turkey timer. It sticks out another 2 inches.
He fluffs before they begin.
Can you imagine the Secret Service detail right outside the bedroom, and all of a sudden,
here he goes again.
This translucent old man just comes bouncing around the walls, fucking wiener all hanging out.
There's been stories out there for a long time about how he was when he was the vice president. He'd go swimming in, he had female Secret Service agents who were watching over him, and he'd take everything off and go swim some laps in the vice presidential pool.
They must have been new and young. The first wiener. Imagine. Remember when they described in that testimony Bill Clinton's wiener? What was it? Did he have peronis or a mole or some shit on it? There was something specific that she described. In one
I
of
don't
the
know.
sexual
I think you're thinking about the
assaults.
movie Porky's.
No. No, there was something that she described, and I can't remember if it was a freckle, mole, or whatnot. Shit, what was her name? The one girl that he banged.
Monica Lewinsky?
No, it was like not Linda Tripp. It was one of the other girls. From
Oh.
Arkansas. When he had like 3 or 4 of them stacked up, kind of like Trevor Bauer, or not Trevor. Shit, what's the quarterback's name up in Cleveland?
Watson.
Yeah, he had multiples coming after him.
RK said, "Do you think Joe manscapes?" Question mark.
That's a good way. That's a good question. Let's see if we can get him on. The first wiener.
Well, no, he's old. All that hair fell out.
Well, the nation's bird is a bald eagle.
Heidi Fleiss, Cincy 513. Heidi Fleiss.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Cincy 513.
I mean, it's a bald eagle. It's a nation's bird. He's got the first dick's got to be bald.
I'm not gonna hate on a president walking around fucking naked.
All right.
I don't care.
I don't care.
But I do find it amusing that it's him because he usually doesn't know where the fuck he is anywhere.
If it's a hog, do you think it gets its own Secret Service detail? It's like, all right, you're in charge of the first wiener.
Now we have Jennifer Flowers. I don't know which one's right.
There were a couple of them.
There
were several.
Enough that you guys know who they were, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I'll find out what it was. It was a freckle, mole, or he had peronis, which is that curvature shit. And the only way I know that is from watching those damn commercials at 11 o'clock at night on TV. Or listening to them on a radio all the time.
A lot of ED commercials on the radio these days.
Well, did you know that if you sit at the end of a dock and make out with a dude, your transmission level goes down to where you cannot transmit HIV?
Dude, those commercials.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, 1 o'clock commercials, man, on TV in the morning.
The HIV medication. You got to sit on the end of a dock.
It's always at an end of a dock. And the other ones,
I know exactly which one you're talking about. Too.
Well, apparently, if you need your dick hard too, when you get old, like Dan's age, you got to sit in a bathtub out in the yard with a chick and be in your 70s. Remember those?
Oh yeah, the side by side bathtubs.
Yeah, when they're on the top of a grassy hill
Who
outside.
does that? Do you know anyone that does that?
No.
I don't know anyone that has side by side.
I don't sit in a fucking bathtub. I think
Outside,
bathtubs are fucking gross.
The only thing outside I've ever sat on is an outhouse.
A shower, because I'm a fucking man. I don't take a fucking bath.
But look, here's the thing. This is the important thing about all this.
I would take a bath with a woman in there, but they were in their separate ones.
It has never been about Hunter Biden, and it shouldn't. I don't give a rip what happens to Hunter Biden. The question from day one has been this. Ever since I learned about the Hunter Biden laptop, the question for me has been, did Joe Biden, as vice president, sell out the foreign policy of the United States of America in order to enrich himself and his family? And that's the question that I think needs to be answered. You know, Hunter can do all this shit in China and Russia and Kazakhstan and Ukraine, all these places. He can do his business all fucking day long. That's not the important thing, though. The important thing is Joe Biden.
Thanks, Jason.
I mean,
tell
really
you to put that up.
Making himself a traitor to the United States of America and putting himself and his family's wealth and fortunes first before the country.
Doesn't he not recognize a grandkid?
I don't care about that. I don't care about that either.
Yeah, but do you think he cares? Do you think he gives a fuck?
No.
But
it's all about
we're
them.
never going to get the answer to that question.
It's all about them.
Yes, I want the answer as well, but
I mean,
we're never going to get
look
it.
at all the evidences out there. And, you know, him saying, "Oh, I never had conversations with his business partners." Well, yes, you did. I mean, there's evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence that shows that this is exactly what happened. You know, they released a transcript of a message that Hunter Biden sent to one of his business partners, who was one of the higher ups in the Mexican government, saying that we're going to be there on Air Force 2 later tonight. I want you and the president of Mexico there to, when my dad gets off the plane. So when you send a message like that, and you're talking about, I've done everything that you wanted me to do. I don't know why you don't return my messages. I don't know what I did to piss you off. but I want you there. And he says, I set up meetings at the goddamn vice president's mansion. I set up meetings at the White House. When he's saying all this kind of stuff, how can you go out there and say, oh, I never had any conversations at all. Never did any business with them.
So
lie.
So Cincy 513 put the problem is you're not concerned where the evidence of Trump doing that. Here's the thing.
Where's the fine?
Well, here's the thing.
Where's the evidence?
Trump is going through court proceedings currently. He's in a court of law with the fraud and all the shit that he's accused of. So he's actually in a fucking court of law.
Yeah.
And let the weight, the hands of justice fucking go the way it needs to go. But none of this is even being talked about. And I don't disagree like with Cincy 513 for once. I don't disagree in the fact that we're letting the judicial system do what it's going to do. But nothing is coming about with this bullshit with Hunter, with fucking Joe. And it's all there. There's fucking all the shit is out there, but nobody is doing anything with it. That's the problem, and that's where at least I get pissed off about it. But Trump's in court, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know what else to say in the fact that, yeah, we like Trump. Guess what? Gas prices were a lot lower. They're going down now, but they were a lot lower. My investments were making a shit ton more money than they are fucking right now when he was in. So you can take that however you want. I'm done with my rant.
Well,
all right.
The fact is that there's no evidence or even suggestion that Trump did any of that stuff.
But he's in court, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's in court.
Just wanted to update our listeners that Paula Jones drew a diagram, deposition testimony.
Is that what you've been looking up the whole time over there?
To Bill Clinton's penis.
Are we going to put up a picture of that?
Did it look like a stick figure?
I'm looking for the actual picture. I don't know if I found it, but it says here, in real life, she, Paula Jones, in all these court documents claims that Bill Clinton's penis had a distinctive shape at the bottom. And it's documented. That's another thing. She drew a couple of them.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to try to find
They all look like that.
the
That.
Democratic version of Tricky Dick's dick.
Looks like the Talladega Speedway.
Dan, I want to play your video that you sent me.
Oh, this college gal?
No, not that one. The other
Okay.
one. Just to bring a little bit of levity. I just got to figure out which
I
one
don't
it
even
is.
know what this
That
is,
one.
but I'm going to put this out there.
Oh, this guy. What is this guy? You know this guy's name.
I've been following him.
What is his name? This guy's funny as shit.
And I reached out like before he started going viral to try to get him on.
He has put out so much funny stuff.
This is
I can't remember his name though.
I'll get
You're
it.
not letting me, a woman, compete in a violent combat sport against women. Hello, people. I'm a woman, and I've always been a woman for the past 3 months.
Fucker,
It's
yep.
not fair. Me being banned from competing against women sets women's rights back by at least 36,000 years. When I was still allowed to compete against women, there were little signs of hate that I was starting to pick up on. Like multiple times during a match, I'd have a girl in a rear naked chokehold. That's where I wrap my legs around her and press my crotch into hers while I use my freakishly strong lady arm to crush her esophagus. Gonna tap yes! And after those matches, while my opponent was receiving medical attention, they would voice complaints like, oh, it felt like I was stabbing them with a banana in my pocket while I was strangling them. What? Those kind of comments are clearly microaggressions of hate towards me.
I laughed my fucking ass
Oh,
off when
my
you sent me that.
Just sitting there with his fucking legs wide open, baby. It's like a Maplethorpe exhibit.
what is that guy's name? He has done so much funny shit. He is hilarious. I wish I knew his name.
Did you get that email, Keith?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
This is what I have been able to find as the purported photograph or picture that was drawn.
Oh, for God's
I
sake. I can't believe we're doing this.
I haven't officially identified it nor gotten any cooperation, but nonetheless, we're going to go with it because we're a podcast.
Oh, it won't show.
We're judgment proof.
It's not.
It won't show. Damn
It's
it.
not. It's not the right. Oh, here I can do this.
I love it.
It's just not the right file.
Did you know that there's some shit on here of Bill Clinton drawing dicks on paperwork? I mean, he actually drew a dick on a fucking piece of paper. This is fucking.
Is this from a textbook or is this
Here's an email or a
I don't
website.
even want to know where the fuck
is
you
this
got
plaintiff's exhibit number 4?
I don't even know what this is, but the Intelligencer,
Oh
some media thing, it says, whose enormous chicken boner did Bill Clinton draw? And there's a piece of paper that says, who has indicated to negotiators that, and then it trails off, Senator Dole, period. And there's some dude, stick figure with a chicken bone and a dick sticking out of the guy's fucking crotch with 2 stars on the bottom. I mean, it's just weird. If he actually drew this, we need to get a copy of this fucking thing. I mean, that is some who sits in a fucking meeting as the president of the United States and draws a chicken drum and a dude with a wiener.
That's the one time that when you in the middle of a show when you say check your email, I'm okay with, because when I opened it, I couldn't stop.
That's
laughing.
ridiculously similar to what you're about ready to put up on air. So I got to do some trace back.
What kind of show are we doing, man? What the hell is this?
I don't know.
We're talking about former presidents.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay.
You talk about current and
All
former
right.
presidents all the time, motherfucker.
All right. Okay.
I
All
did
right.
like Bill though. I will tell you.
And we played all your videos that you sent.
That was good.
So that's what kind of show we're fucking
That
doing.
was a good video. Though.
my mom actually wrote Bill
My
Clinton,
freakishly strong girl.
This one's going to be a shorter version
Yeah.
because we gotta vacate.
kind of like Bill's dick that you might see or might not see.
Didn't even mean to tee that up the way I did, but
But
you're welcome.
yeah, we're getting booted.
But we're back. We're back tomorrow.
Yes,
We're back tomorrow to what time we say 11.
Yeah.
11. Does
Two out of-
11 work for you?
2 out of 3 of
I'll
us
be here.
did not
Okay.
even know this podcast was on the fucking calendar. It was on the
I
calendar.
don't trust either one of you anymore. I don't trust either one of you because you yesterday.
I had no idea.
I know you got a little bit butthurt when
Who, me?
when I called you Dan.
Oh yeah. I didn't get butthurt. It was the truth. I mean, I didn't have it on my calendar and I hated to admit it. I almost texted Dan on his own instead of the group. Hey, do you have a podcast set for tomorrow?
Oh, so this is how this LLC is
Well,
going to work.
Well, then I thought, Dan,
There's already backdoor action between you two. That's
my
weird.
thought was, I can't trust Dan's answer one way or the other. If he says yes,
My answer about what?
whether we had a podcast, don't worry about it. We'll fill you in later when you wake up. So do you get it up or not? Pun not intended, but I liked it. Can you or no?
Can I what?
Did you put that picture up already?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was too busy examining the drawing on the piece of paper with Senator
I just had to share it out of my email.
Dole's name on it. That's fucked up shit. So we're gonna be back tomorrow, guys. I just want to remind everybody, if you're looking for something to do on 1223 and the 513, the Varner Foundation for Children and Families are hosting a benefit with Varner Netherton Revival in it. We want to take a moment to talk about foster care. We believe those who open their hearts and their homes to take care of kids are among the most special of our friends and neighbors. It can be a strain on anyone's budget, and sadly, more than half give up in their first year of fostering because the resources just aren't there. That's where the Varner Foundation comes in. A 501c3 nonprofit, the Varner Foundation enables foster care agencies to help in a hurry. A car repair, a prescription, an extra bed, even a new pair of shoes, and many times a single phone call gets it done. 100% of the money donated to the Varner Foundation goes to the mission, period. You heard that right. 99.9 plus 0.001 or 01. You can help make a difference in a child's life today. Donate to the Varner Foundation. That's the varnerfoundation.org, varnerfoundation.org. Dan wrote that copy. Carol, we should make him drink twice every time we read that thing.
I think we should. He did that shit on
It's
purpose.
a good commercial, then.
I've seen better.
I've seen it better.
So what's on your schedule tonight, Dano? You gonna get?
I've got to
freaky?
go to a Randy Corbett Christmas Christmas Randy Corbett graphics Christmas.
Does he call it Christmas or does he
Soiree.
call it a holiday party?
Soiree.
I call it Christmas party.
What does he call it?
Christmas party.
Okay.
We're not scared to speak around.
Fukamas. Just go in there saying that word, Dan, and everything will be all right.
What does it mean?
Don't
We'll tell
don't
you
worry.
later.
It's like a Kuna Matata.
No, I don't think so.
No, it is. I thought you lived in Japan.
It means
I
no
did.
worry.
That doesn't mean I know all the Japanese language.
Fukamas. We'll get you a T-shirt, Dan.
God,
they are coming.
It's like 10,000 times I've heard it now.
I know,
Between yesterday and today.
but repetition is making it muscle memory.
That's
for
right.
you, and you'll be saying to motherfucker.
You stole that from me yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What? I came up with Fukamas.
No, the whole muscle memory
Oh
thing.
yeah, no. It fucking has been in training forever. Damn it! They said pulling your pistol is muscle memory once you train so much as a cop in the police academy. Same with Hunter Biden. He's been pulling his pistol a lot in that efficiency apartment with the internet porn.
Between his pistol and his straw.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad we could bring you some news in regards to the first penis currently in office, as well as the one in the 90s. And
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We'll try to get to the bottom of whether or not Bill Clinton
Tell all your
manscapes,
friends and family about our podcast.
Hunter Biden manscapes,
Download it.
Joe Biden manscapes. Do you think Jill Biden manscapes?
I didn't know Jill was a man.
Would it be she-scapes?
Wouldn't that be womanscape?
I don't think so. I think her dick's probably bigger than Joe's.
The ladyscape?
I know Camel done. Dan,
Camel.
do you manscape, Dan?